Hola. Hi, it's Del Rey BPM the Golden Rule, with my latest review of a Netflix show. I'm actually up to midpoint of season 3 of Ertuğrul. It's hard to pronounce. It looks like Ertugrul, but it's Ertuğrul. So Ertuğrul gets 5 balls, 5 COVID balls. Now, it's camp. It's low budget. It's really cheap production, but I love it anyway. It's an innocent TV show based on historical figures. It's based on Ertuğrul, who was a Turk who had many campaigns in real life and beat many people, including some Byzantines and Mongols. And he was awarded by the Sassanian Empire a small portion of modern-day Anatolia, which became modern-day Turkey. So he was one of the first to do that. And really, more importantly, he's the father of Osman. Osman went on to form the Ottoman Empire, which lasted for over 900 years. So it's a period piece based in the 1200s, based in modern-day Turkey and the steppes of Asia. It details Ertuğrul in his first 2 seasons and up to the 3rd season with his campaigns against Crusaders, against the Byzantine Empire, and against Mongols, and all the fighting between the Turks between one another as well. So it's based on history. The characters in the film are historical. One of his right-hand men, they call him an Alp, who is named Turkit. And Turkit was awarded modern-day Nicaea. If you are Catholic or Christian, you've probably memorized the Nicene Creed. Well, that's based on Nicaea. It was a former Christian city for a couple thousand, for 1,200 years, and then it was defeated by Ertuğrul, and it was awarded to Turkit. So I'll show you a couple pieces, but let me tell you why I like it. It's based on history, and it's innocent. A lot of people give it a knock because it really prophylaxes, or I don't know how you say it. It spreads Islam. I don't know how you say it in Muslim terms. In Christian terms, they call it evangelizing. So they evangelize Islam. They give a lot of insights about the prayers and the customs of Islam, which I find interesting. I've learned quite a bit about Islam by watching it. So I can't complain about that, but a lot of people do. A lot of my born-again Christian friends will be like, what? A lot of my Jewish friends will be like, what? But I like it anyway, and it's good to know other cultures. So it gives an innocent viewpoint with a Muslim viewpoint, obviously, because it's made in Turkey. And it gives you an historic viewpoint. It romanticizes the Turkish world and the world leading up to the Ottoman conquest. The Ottomans ruled most of the Mediterranean, the southern Mediterranean. I talk about North Africa, Egypt, the Levant, Palestine, Syria, Lebanon, modern-day Lebanon, Jordan, and Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Kuwait, even extending into where I am now, Qatar. It was part of the Ottoman Empire. So it's very interesting. They went all the way up to modern-day Budapest. They almost went into Austria. So they really conquered the world. They were a caliphate, and it gives a lot of the history that led up to that. So it's an innocent show as well. So I'll show you a little bit about why I like it. I grew up with The Lone Ranger, so I used to love it. It was innocent. Every week I'd watch it on TV. With the Ertuğrul, it's on every day, I think, in Turkish TV. But The Lone Ranger, the hero, he had a horse that he would ride every day, and I've always looked forward to it. Well, now Ertuğrul's the same way. He's got his own horse that he talks to named Ertuğrul. So let's take a look at it. So this is Ertuğrul's horse. So it reminds me of when I was growing up, The Lone Ranger, with the Hi-Ho Silver Away, with the background of the William Tell overture of William Tell by Rossini. So this is the newer movie that came out. So you can hear I've got the overture of William Tell in the background, which is the theme music for the Lone Ranger. So this really reminds me of the Lone Ranger. An innocent time is talking about the romanticization of the American West in the Lone Ranger, while Ertugrul's romanticization of the Turkish origins and the Ottoman origins. So I hope that you give it a watch. You'll learn a little bit of history. The characters in it, by and large, are all based on real characters who actually lived and existed in the 1200s. And they were the founders of the Ottoman Empire. So hopefully you'll be able to watch it and enjoy it, much as I have. And if you are a fan of the Lone Ranger, then you're going to see a whole lot of symbolism. So whoever the guy is who directs this from Turkey, I guarantee you he used to watch the Lone Ranger as a kid. He's probably an American Turk, I'm guessing, or he spent a lot of time as a youngster in the 1960s and 70s in the U.S. So anyway, please give it a watch, and I hope that you'll enjoy it. Thank you very much.